Hello, this is your disembodied voice, and we're going to finish up here on specific and substantial. Here's 5 possibilities. A buffer that turns from clear to blue when the pH rises above 4. A buffer that turns from clear to blue at random intervals. A method of identifying or making a material that itself has no specific or substantial utility. A cushion made, which may eliminate back pain in some people. And a nail, which has no properties other than the broad property of being a nail. Okay. The buffer that's turning from clear to blue when the pH rises, that's a specific and substantial requirement. A cushion that may eliminate pain in the back for some people, that's specific and substantial. The randomly turning buffer, remember, a buffer is for scientific use. We're not even going to think that buffers turning different colors would be entertaining. USPTO would reject that. A method of identifying or making a material with no specific or substantial utility, of course not. And a nail, which has no properties other than the broad property of being a nail. Not specific and substantial. Now, let's talk about the utility being credible. Credibility is assessed from the perspective of one of ordinary skill in the art. So it's not a grandma test. Would a person of ordinary skill in the art consider the utility credible based on the evidence and reasoning provided? Would inventions that claim to cure cancer or AIDS be suspect? Yes. Would inventions that claim to treat cancer or AIDS be suspect? No. The first one would not be seen credible by somebody in the health profession. Second one probably would. Now, there's a special rule for inventions with therapeutic or pharmacological utility. New chemical compounds can be patented for human therapeutic uses even if more research is needed. So you don't have to prove the utility for therapeutic use. Now, why? Because as soon as a new chemical entity, which will likely move forward into a drug trial, is discovered, the pharmaceutical companies will want intellectual property protection. And the Patent Office recognizes this. But it's not just any new chemical entity. There must be a reasonable correlation between the evidence and the asserted utility is sufficient. So reasonableness means more likely than not. If something is not more likely than not, it's probably not going to move forward in a clinical trial. It's probably not going to get protection. Evidence may be structure-activity correlation, scientific publications, things that are peer-reviewed, testing in animal models, or in vitro data. And then you just apply the normal credibility test. Another scientific example, we went over this. Genes. Short answer, no. Longer answer, yes. While a gene is considered a part of nature, thus cannot be patented, the use of a cDNA or similar interaction by man with the gene makes the resulting test or modified gene patentable. Finishing up Part A of Module 2, checklist. Classical non-utility. Remember the PTO guidelines for biological and chemical arts, which have special policies for pharmacological inventions. And remember the quid pro quo of the patent system, and make a judgment call. Thank you.